Chapter 21. Warble rips open the envelope and pulls out the letter. He sets the letter aside for the moment and looks at the check. It is made out to him exactly as he directed, and in the expected amount, $628.32. Warble pumps his fist in the air. I did it! I'm a genius, I tell you, Mary. Yes, dear, Mary says and turns away. She returns to the kitchen where she is preparing dinner. Warble folds the check in half and places it, not without a certain elan, a veritable flourish, into his wallet. He then picks up the letter to savor the kudos and words of praise he is certain are found therein. When he finishes reading it, he bolts into the kitchen. Mary, listen to this! Warble begins, so upset that he is panting. Not only does the INC fail to thank me and praise me for my selfless efforts in their behalf, they tell me not to buy any more of their product. Check this out. Mr. McGorkle, blah, blah, blah. Although we were somewhat amused by your letter's content and presentation, we must warn you that this check, issued as a gesture of goodwill and blah, 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 as a recompense for the moment of mirth respite you provided this dour old blah, 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 request that you purchase no more of our product. Imagine their nerve, Mary. They don't want me, one of their best and most loyal customers, who passed over the more popular and even a trifle less expensive brand so as to purchase their wares, to discontinue my trade with them. Dagnabbit, I won't do it. Sometimes you have to stand up for your rights, Mary, and this is one of those times. I will purchase whatever brand of peanuts I darn well please to. Mary, working at the kitchen sink, looks over her shoulder at Warble. But Warble, I thought you weren't satisfied with their peanuts. Why would you want to purchase more of them? Whose side are you on, Mary? Warble says in a plaintive voice. You vowed to stand by me no matter what, through sickness and health, for richer, for poorer, and now you side with the International Nut Company over me? Mary drops what she's doing and turns around to face Warble. Honey, don't look at it that way. I was just asking a question. Warble realizes that he may have been a little too hasty in launching the attack on his wife, especially since it's getting near supper time and he wants to eat, without fear of being poisoned. All right, Sugar Pie, I apologize for jumping all over you, from the heart of my bottom. From the heart of your bottom, Warble? Mary asks, hands on hips, body tensed for action. And battle formation, you might say. I meant from the bottom of my heart. You know that, Mary, Warble replies. From the bottom of my heart. Anyway, to get back to the salient point, I will not take this lying down, standing up, sitting on my haunches, in an angle of repose, or in any other bodily attitude. I will not be deterred from purchasing as many International Nut Company peanut packages as I darn well choose to. If they think they can stop Warble Poundcake McGorkle from exercising his freedom of purchasing power, they've got another think coming. And what think is that? Mary asks. What the Dallas are you talking about, Mary? You said they've got another think coming. What sort of think do you imagine it to be? The one you think they have coming, I mean? Don't even think about it, my darling wife. It's unthinkable. If you say so, Warble. I do, and I will continue to forevermore, quoth the Warble. Our broken-down hero of the Ohio afternoon strides resolutely to Bob's computer and launches his favorite word processor. Bob's favorite, that is, not Warble's, as Bob does not have Warble's favorite word processor installed, something that irritates Warble to no end, as the keyboard shortcuts he relies on so heavily are not available. Warble is going to draft another letter to the International Nut Company and fight fire with fire. Their demand for a cease and desist in the purchase of their product is going to be met with a counter-demand from Warble for a very large settlement, or else. 31 minutes and change later, Warble has finished his letter. Mr. Autodidact, good day. As on the previous occasion of my earlier epistle to you, allow me to get right to the point, straight away, as the Brits say. In your correspondence with me, you ordered me, quite rudely I might add, to discontinue my trade with you in your less than completely satisfactory product. Here is my response to you, Mr. Didact. Hold on to your hat and take a seat if there is any history of heart problems in your family. 1. Go jump in the lake. 2. You might as well follow number 1 above, because after I'm through with you and your amateurish attempts to intimidate me and shut me down, you'll be all washed up anyway. 3. It is my duty to inform you that it is my intention to purchase hundreds of thousands of cartons of International Nut Company peanuts. I now have the wherewithal to buy your entire supply of said product. 4. Why not save me and yourself a lot of hassle, wasted time, and energy, and simply cut me a check for, let's say, $3,141,592.65. In exchange for the aforementioned modest check. I could hold out for more, but in the interest of expediency and because of my personal affection for you, Otto baby, I will graciously sign a legal document assuring you that I will never again seek redress from you for another dime, or any amount for that matter. 5. Add another $628.32 to that check, or make out a separate check, I don't care, because my earlier refund was not made cheerfully. It is with great sadness of heart that I am compelled, forced, driven by sheer weight of conscience and duty, to remind you that your guarantee says, and I quote, "We will cheerfully refund double the amount you paid for it." That was not done. I'm sure you would have to, with head hung in dejection, admit your mistake, Mr. Didact, has cost your company dearly and may cost you your job. Have a nice day. Sincerely, Warble P. McGorkle. If necessary, that is, if Mr. Didact does not respond in a positive way to Warble's letter in a timely manner, Warble plans on traveling throughout the United States, visiting all the Price Biz warehouse stores and purchasing all the International Nut Company peanut cartons they have, using his Price Biz credit card to do so. He will then pay for the purchases from the check he will receive from INC when he receives his double refund, and will still be ahead millions of dollars. The response to Warble's latest letter comes even more quickly than the first one had. During the 3 days prior to its arrival, Warble had spent his time planning a world vacation, a new mansion for Mary and himself, contemplating how many servants he will need to hire, and how he can get out of paying them, which tax accountant to engage, and all the other stressful things a person of Warble's stature soon needs to do. Most importantly, Warble is planning what exactly to say and do on the full hour of television time he's going to book to explain to the world his manifold inventions. Nobody will be able to steal his ideas then. He'll have gone on record, publicly, as their originator. When the long-awaited message from the International Nut Company finally arrives, Warble practically suffers an apoplectic fit in his rush to open it and kiss the wonderful, beautiful check made out to him, in an amount that will ensure his comfort, and more, for the rest of his natural-born days. Warble rips the envelope to shreds in his haste to extract its contents. The white strips of confetti-like envelope remnants rain down on Bob's carpet. But there is no check within. Warble can't understand it. Why would they send the letter without the check? Maybe the check is coming by certified mail? Or is going to be electronically transferred into his account, or... All these conjectures are racing through Warble's mind as he fumbles with the letter and finally manages, with shaking hands, to get it open.